let's go to the next one. I know I wanted to react to the new Shoe0nHead video. For two obvious reasons. First of all, it was my... the last reaction on Shoe0nHead was the most watched on the channel, like over 1,000 views in like a few weeks, holy shit. That's one. And the second, the name of that video alone was just freaking me out. And where's Shoe0nHead on my feed? Here it is. I am subscribed to her. Why can't I find her? Whatever. just look at this logo. Like logo, fucking thumbnail. Give me a second, Shoe. I need to watch it. Female Gonners must be stopped. Are women okay? And look at this shit. Like, what the fuck is that? Okay. I know female Gonners are like way more extreme than the male Gonners. Like, we love just boobs and butts and some weirdos like feet. But female Gonners, they are on a different level. Let's watch it.
Oh, I didn't see you there. What am I reading, you ask? Well, just one of the best-selling books on Amazon right now, with millions of
You know it's a problem when it's a bestseller on Amazon. You know what else is considered a fucking my tongue. You know what else is considered a bestseller on Amazon? A fucking FNAF book. No, even a fucking a fucking extreme nationalist My Little Pony book. It's literally called My Nationalist Pony or something like that. It's that bad on Amazon.
Sales and almost 20,000 5-star reviews. This book has been
How much?
Sales and almost well, just one of the best-selling books on Amazon right now, with millions of sales and almost 20,000
millions of sales. Please tell me you're joking. Please tell me you made up this number.
5-star reviews. This book has been absolutely blowing up, especially just one of the best-selling books on Amazon right now, with millions of sales and almost 20,000 5-star reviews. This book has
20,000 5-stars? What the hell? What the hell is this masterpiece that are we talking about? Is this is this a new version of The Lord of the Rings? Is J.K. Rowling made a new book? What the hell is that?
Absolutely blowing up, especially on TikTok, or Book Talk, as the kids call it. Thousands and thousands of women in particular have been raving about this piece of literature. What piece of literature is it, you may ask? Well, Morning Glory Milking Farm, of course. A popular romance...
Excuse me, what? Excuse me, what?
Novel about a young woman down on her luck who does what every young woman does when facing financial struggle. She starts an OnlyFans. I'm just kidding. She wouldn't degrade herself like that. She gets a job jerking off monsters.
That's right.
Oh my god.
Morning Glory Milking Farm.
I have been reading Morning Glory Milking Farm since last night, and I'm obsessed.
This was a good time. It did not disappoint.
If this book is trash, then I am a fucking raccoon.
You are a raccoon. Let's be honest. Because this shit, even by name, I can tell that this is a horrible piece of literature. Go and read the Nerd's Diary. Even that will be better than this piece of shit. I bet.
Give me all of the garbage.
Get your eyeballs on this because it is so good.
The female Gunner epidemic. We have the male loneliness epidemic and now the female Gunners. Nice.
I regret to inform you that there is a new epidemic. An epidemic that many have yet to discuss. And that epidemic is female Gonners.
I'm reading
Fucking what now?
Now, for those of you unaware,
I got it! You got the Takemakura decal? Hell yeah! Hell yeah, it's just a pillow. Yes, it's a pillow that you can put on a tank. It will be fun, I will do it myself later.
Gunner is internet slang for someone addicted to porn, and smut is slang for dark romance novels, otherwise known as porn. Many correct about the dangers of porn addiction with men, how it can destroy their lives and their relationships, and most men know the material they consume is weird, that is
Nothing more than a pillow. Sure, it's a pillow, but a Takemakura pillow.
why they are ashamed of it. That is why they delete their browser history with men, how it can destroy their lives and their relationships, and most men know the material they consume is weird, that is why they are ashamed of it. That is why they delete their browser history, that is why they go incognito mode. But these bitches freaks out here. They display their smut openly in bookstores. They proudly pose in front of their smut collection.
I don't even know the girl or anime. I don't know either. I just know that she looks beautiful as fuck.
They discuss their smut openly on TikTok. They go to smut conventions and get choked out by 9-foot-tall shirtless wendigos. Now, I know what you are thinking. Shoe, isn't this the pot calling the kettle degenerate? Yes. Yes, it is. But have you considered it takes one to truly know one? You see, women are strange, fascinating creatures. For centuries, men have tried to figure us out. Our mood is affected by the tides and the moon. We bleed for 5 days and don't die. By painting my face, I can instantly shapeshift from a 4 to a 6. We are truly mysterious, magical creatures. But one of the most mysterious aspects of women to men is our sexuality. You see, us women are not like those disgusting moids, no, we are sophisticated, we are evolved. We don't watch videos of strangers slapping their sweaty bodies together, no, we read about strangers slapping their sweaty bodies together. It's different, okay?
It's even worse when you think about it.
You don't understand. It's okay when we do it. So, let's talk about it. Let's talk about the rapidly growing popularity of dark romance on TikTok and the recent dark romance convention that ended in disaster. Let's take a break from all this depressing political news and talk about something silly. Not that those
Finally, because I hope we don't get political on this video, but whatever.
Political things aren't important. Trust me, they are. You should be keeping up with politics and the news when you can. I know it can be difficult to do, but fear not. I have an app for that. So before we get into this video, let's quickly give a
Alright, time to play Fortnite with some good anime skins, nothing like War Thunder. Fortnite have anime skins? Alright, they have Dragon Ball shit, but... yeah, Fortnite as a game. I am ready to call Fortnite so many colorful names, but I won't do that. More than that. Whatever the fuck, I don't care about a fucking cartoon game.
shout out to our sponsor, Ground News. Ground News is a website and for political favorite features by one side. Newsom is signing a bill to give 800,000 Uber and Lyft drivers in California the right to unionize.
That's the worst idea ever. Honestly, I hate the concept of unions. Because do you want to get a nationwide Detroit? That's how you get a nationwide Detroit. Fortnite, it's cool. I don't know what you all have against it. It's just an FPS game, dude. I hated it since 2017, since it came out. I tried to play it. And I fucking hated every second of it.
Pretty cool.
I won't be playing this shit.
Hi, visiting professor. 21 news so you tree divided, truly. Ground News also makes it very easy to compare headlines, so you could see how political bias completely reframes a story. For example, talking about how Trump has been posting a bunch of those sombrero memes, and the New York Post says, White House official behind Trump's hilarious meme war on Dems revealed. And then a left-wing outlet covers the same story, like, as the shutdown continues, a checked-out Trump posts childish memes. Wildly different vibes going on here. I I've been using Ground News since 2021. It is one of my favorite apps. Like, it is my go-to, like, when I wake up. I, like, check Twitter, and then I check...
Also, by the way, do you know what FPS stands for? First person shooter. Not FPS as in frame rate. So you're already lost on that. It's a fucking a trashy battle royale. Nothing more.
Check Ground News, like, immediately. But don't just take my word for it. Even the Nobel Peace Center called it an excellent way to stay informed, avoid echo chambers, and expand your worldview. Best of all, I am currently offering 40% off their Vantage plan, which is the plan I use to access all their amazing features. And it's only $5 a month, which is like basically the price of a coffee nowadays. So go to ground.news/shoe or use the QR code here on screen, or use the link in the video description. So thank you to Ground News for sponsoring this video, and thank you, the viewer, for not skipping the ad. Right? So
50-50 on this one.
So let's get back to the video. Book Talk is a very interesting place, and any book fans out there know how it has absolutely destroyed the hobby of literature and just flooded it with absolute slop. Spicy slop. You see, books on TikTok are not rated by how well they are written or how good the characters are. No, they are rated by the spice. And what does spice mean? Porn. It means porn.
Nice.
Spice level is very important to book talkers. How much spice does a book have? What are the spiciest books they have ever read? How spicy is the book they're currently reading? Spice, spice, spice. And the spiciest book going viral on Book Talk lately is none other than Morning Glory Milking Farm by C.M. Nascosta. Violet is a typical down-on-her-luck millennial, mid-20s, overeducated, and drowning in debt. Oh my god!
Oh my god!
She's just like me! On the verge of moving into her parents' basement, when a lifeline appears in the form of a very unconventional job in the neighboring Cambric Creek. She has no choice but to grab it with both hands. Morning Glory Farm offers full-time hours, full benefits, and generous pay with no experience needed. There's only one catch. The clientele is grade A certified prime beef. With the manly, meaty endowments to... Okay.
Morning Glory Milking Farm.
Too much.
Is actually a profound critique of late-stage capitalism and toxic masculinity.
How the fuck? Hold up a second, I need to roll it back 10 seconds.
Oh god. With the manly, meaty endowments to... Okay.
Morning Glory Milking Farm is actually a profound critique of late-stage capitalism and toxic masculinity.
A fucking tale about a woman becoming a sex worker. Capitalism and masculinity. What the...
In this text, we see that the tingling sensation in her coochie is actually the tingling sensation of a Marxist revolution.
What?
This is every fucking breadtube video to me, dude. This is every Jack Saint video. So I actually read the book myself, and I'm not gonna lie. The 19th Amendment needs to be abolished. So...
Excuse me, what? What is the 19th Amendment? The 19th Amendment in the US Constitutional Amendment. Let me one more time. The 19th Amendment is a US constitutional amendment that prohibits states and the federal governments from denying the right to vote based on sex, thereby granting women's suffrage. So she means that the women should have their right to vote stripped away. Based.
Like I said, the story is basically this millennial named Violet, and she gets a job basically working at Big Pharma in Narnia, where they harvest Minotaur. So, like I said, the story is basically this millennial named Violet, and she gets a job basically working at Big Pharma in Narnia, where they harvest Minotaur milk to make Viagra for human males. To make Viagra for human males.
What? You know, after the Minotaur, the woman will be disappointed in human males. Just saying. What the fuck?
And I read the whole thing. Probably gonna put on some kind of watch list. But listen, this is my job, okay? I'm not out here like selling feet pics or something. What I do is far more dignified and normal. Now, let's take a look at some of these notes I wrote. Let's see. Big dick and balls. At one point, she says the term, and I quote.
Oh my god. That metal table sound was on purpose, I swear. By the way, I just realized, she sits in front of a fucking metal table? Holy shit, Shoe.
The seam of his sack. So I'm reading this and the whole time I'm...
Excuse me, what?
The seam of his sack.
Oh
so
my
I'm reading
God.
this and the whole time I'm thinking like, okay, he probably has like a human head, right? He probably like looks something like this, like, you know, just a dude with like horns. Then I see the official artwork. That's a cow.
A bull to be exact. Cows are only females, but whatever. As far as I know, women hate hairy men, like with a hairy body. Long hair from the head, great, but the entire body being just like all out hair, no, this is bad. But seriously, a bullhead? Fucking ugly.
Bro is a cow. Bro is a straight up cow. In a few
Bull, one more time. Cows are only females. Bulls are only men's. Corrections.
parts they're being intimate and it will be like, his hooves clip-clopped. My hooves will tear up your sheets. And it's like, I'm sorry, his what?
His what? I need to hear that again.
And it will be like, his hooves clip-clopped. My hooves will tear up your sheets. And
What?
it's like, I'm sorry, his what? At one point, she describes kissing him. And I swear to God, it was more disgusting than anything else described in this book. She's like describing how big and wide his mouth is and how big and like slimy his tongue is. She's like describing this shit and you're just like, that's a cow. I mean, we are at a solid 5.5 on the Barbeau scale here.
What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck is going on? Monster fucker spectrum. Human. These characters are human without any extra supernatural abilities or gifts. Human pro. These characters usually look like humans but have non-human gifts or abilities. Shifter. These characters have a human form and a non-human form. Many also have a non-human abilities, even in human forms. Basically a werewolf. Got it? Humanoid creature. An orc, obviously. These characters are not human and do not look like humans, but have mainly humanoid features. Orc, Cyclops, whatever the fuck is coming out from WoW lately. Non-humanoid creature. Straight up Ventico here. These characters are not humans, do not look like humans, and have few humanoid features. Okay. And the last one. What the fuck is that? These characters are not human, do not look like humans, and no humanoid features. What the fuck is that horny Cthulhu prototype? Where the fuck are we going, man? Like, what the fuck?
This is dangerous territory, folks. She also describing this shit and you're just like, that's a cow. I mean, we are at a solid 5.5 on the Barbeau scale here. This is dangerous territory, folks. She also f***ers his ass.
What? What? Males like big busty woman. I am a Florida simp. I love a big 2.4 meter woman with big huge cans. This is my ultimate Gunner fantasy. What the fuck is wrong with women? What the fuck?
She f***ers the cow's ass. By the way, if you want an uncensored
A fucking bull's ass, first of all. One more time. Education moment, but whatever. Who am I to tell a mother to know? Sorry.
version of this video and all my videos, Patreon. Go to Patreon. Wait, if you want an uncensored version of this video and all my videos, Patreon. Go to Patreon, become a member. All members get the uncensored version of every video, so you can hear me talking about f***ing a cow's asshole. Is that what you freaks want? Anyway,
No,
I
thanks.
like how in this
Thanks, but no. No. I do not want to hear it.
fantasy world, student loans still exist. Like, we can imagine a world with minotaurs and humans in a relationship, but we can't imagine a world without student loans. Sad. Oh, and he has
Nice.
one of those bull rings, like the nose ring theory septum rings. And in this
Ew.
world, that means, like, you're married, but apparently he's divorced. The man is divorced. This is a divorced cow with a cow ex-wife. The lore is deep, folks.
Oh my god.
The funniest part, though, has to be when they go on a date. I need to just read this to you. When the bill arrived, she attempted to pull a handful of carefully folded bills from her wristlet before he stopped her. No, that's absolutely not happening. Put that away. She'd not thought about it until the day after their first dinner together, realizing that in mortification that she ought to have attempted to pay her half. What kind of feminist are you? She asked herself.
What?
She couldn't remember the last time she'd been out and hadn't paid for her half, including her coffee date with Carson Tin.
Wait, what? The bull just said, no, you're not paying for it, I will be paying for all of it. And she's asking like, what kind of feminist are you? So just being nice to your potentially new girlfriend. So just being nice to your potentially new girlfriend is now anti-feminist. What? Just the cogs in my head are like. What?
Tinsley. She had come prepared that night, several weeks of her tips smoothed and tucked into her wristlet. But I didn't even offer to pay half the other night and shouldn't have. Violet. If the commanding rumble of his voice hadn't silenced her, the heat of his hand dropping to her knee would've. I don't want you to feel that you don't have any agency here. I might be the one giving all the orders, but you hold all the cards. Your comfort is the only thing that.
I'm sorry, but that's very shitty flirting. Like, I never flirted in my life, but even I know that it won't work at all.
Counts right now. And if I overstep, I want you to know you can tell me so. But that's not happening. Don't think I'm unaware we're at different points in our careers. You can say no, you can say you don't want to see me again, you can tell me to stop coming to the farm when you're working. It's dinner, not a down payment of your time. But I'm in a position to comfortably spoil someone. So when you're with me, I'm spoiling you. End of story. She was a good feminist, she told herself, and she definitely couldn't be bought. But if he had suggested at that moment that he would have appreciated a blowjob, she would have fallen face first on his cock with an open mouth without a shred of hesitation.
No, I will not let you. I don't want to let you pay for my dinner. But if you will offer me your cock, I will eat it. What the fuck? What? What?
Inside every woman, there are two wolves. Or two bowls. The strong, independent girl boss and the submissive, doting housewife. And in the presence of a masculine man, or a farm animal, she will fold like a lawn chair and instantly return to factory settings.
It's dinner, not a down payment for your time. but I'm in a position to comfortably spoil someone. So when you're with me, I'm spoiling you. End of story. I said, okay, I highlighted that paragraph for myself.
Clean up aisle 5. So that's what I thought.
What?
Myself.
Clean up aisle 5. So
I have no idea what that reference means. Maybe somebody will 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 enlighten me in this one.
that's what I thought of it. But what did other people think of it? What are the reviews on this book? This book has a 4.1 on Amazon with 21,000 ratings.
How much?
And a 3.6 on Goodreads with nearly 60,000 ratings. Let's just read some random ones here. Hear me out. Hear me out. A milking good time.
I swear to God, those must be bots. Like, I don't give a fuck about verified purchase, but this can be the same woman just buying her own book hundreds of times under different accounts. Like, you can do it with ease, I think.
Sweet and creamy. The spice is spicing. I was very leery of starting this because I thought it was just gonna be porn. The plot is pretty good. The plot? Please.
That's not a good plot. I have seen proper plot in Wuva. And I want to see the plot in the Girls Frontline too once it gets to my region. That plot, well, that's plot in plot. Even in Stellar Blade, the plot is better. But this plot, it's just pure degeneracy. Honestly, what the hell?
This is like the new, I read Playboy for the articles. Like, sure you do. This book could kill a Victorian child. 5 stars.
The only sane review.
I'll never look at a jug of milk the same. I think I'm lactose intolerant now. So that happened. Our eyes will never see the gates of heaven. 1 star, not a helpful guide. This book failed to teach me how to milk a cow, and now my family has no food for the winter. 1 star, accidentally ordered while on pain medication after an operation. Gave this to my mom as a joke gift for Christmas. You what? Listen. Cow, and now my family has no food for the winter. 1 star, accidentally ordered while on pain medication after an operation. Gave this to my...
Oh my god. What the hell? What the fuck? What? I gave this to my mom as a joke gift for Christmas. I have not read it at the time. Should I have done it? I don't know, but my best is my best. How quickly did your mother disown you, man? Or women, or whatever the fuck you are a fucking horse, so who the fuck cares? But how fast did your mom disown you? To be honest, neither you or her are getting to heaven. Anyway, so neither do I, but let's see, if I care, I will be having a lot of fun in hell.
My mom as a joke gift for Christmas. You what? Sigh. Why can't human males be more like this?
Because we are fucking sane, you creature!
Tall, rich, and handsome are no longer enough, boys. Now you have to be a 9-foot tall creature from Greek mythology. You what?
Oh my god, my throat is in danger.
Sigh. Why can't human males be more like this? Tall, rich, and handsome are no longer enough, boys. Now you have to be a 9-foot tall creature from Greek mythology with a 13-inch dick. I never want to hear from another person about how they read 100 books in a year if this is the kind of slop they are consuming.
Fully agree with that one. What did I just read? I have the same fucking question. What the fuck am I watching? Oh my god.
Well, Ronald, man detected, this isn't for you. This is for women. So take your ass back to Barely Legal Babysitter 5 or whatever the f you watch that is so morally superior than this.
I will go and watch OG Bakugan, I'm sorry, but you will never get that away from me.
Let him who is without sin cast the first stone, okay? God,
Wait,
or you Barely
what?
Legal Babysitter 5 or whatever the f you watch that is so morally superior than this. Let him who is without sin cast the first stone, okay? God bless America. It's great to live in a country where I can casually enjoy cozy erotica about a young woman who milks her way to financial security and true love with a minotaur. This is what freedom looks like, and I intend to fully enjoy it before the Supreme Court takes this right away next.
The Supreme Court should take your right to vote. Like the 19 Amendment should be abolished just because women like you exist. I am deeply sorry, but this is reality.
If this is what freedom looks like, I'm really rethinking my stance on freedom, not gonna lie. Maybe we should have less of it. All I know is if Donald Trump takes the monster porn, we are going to make 2020 look like a picnic, okay? Less of it. All I know is if Donald Trump takes the monster porn, we are going to make 2020 look like a picnic, okay? Bullcock matters. Oh God, edit that out. Editor, edit that out.
Shoo, you are your own editor. You said that you edit all your videos yourself. You are the editor.
Oh my God, edit that out. Editor, edit that out. Women are gonna be picking up Animal Farm now, like, where's the horse cock? Someone...
Ask Cats on the clock. He knows where it is. Oh wait, no. He's dead. He buried the host cock with him. Whatever.
You people owe a certain streamer an apology because this book has way too many 5 stars. Some of you are lying. So after buying this book, Amazon has given me a few interesting recommendations.
Oh my
Would
God.
you like to see them? I accidentally summoned a demon boyfriend. That interesting recommendations. Would you like to see them?
That shit looks AI generated, let's be honest.
Accidentally summoned a demon boyfriend.
No, not really AI generated. Nah. Yeah, sloppy artwork. Whatever.
That time I got drunk and saved a demon. Gentling the beast.
That's a very, very, very horrible Beauty and the Beast parody. Obviously 18 plus, but oh my god.
Cupcakes for my orc enemy. Main of my existence.
Okay, this shit is definitely AI generated. Like, nah, this shit is obvious.
The gargoyle and the spinster. The widow and the orcs. Hoarded by the dragon. There's something about dragons. Getting it on with gargoyles. Gotten by the gator. Mated to the mountain bear. Oh, so this is why they chose the bear. The billionaire orc. Oh! On with gargoyles. Gotten by the gator. Mated to the mountain bear. Oh, so this is why they chose the bear.
Women are getting violated with each and every one of these books. Like, what the fuck, man? No. Let me rephrase that. We should get violated by the existence of those books alone, but honestly, I am laughing at my ass off at how bad is this shit. I don't have enough air for that.
The billionaire orc.
Nah, this is AI generated, sorry.
Mothman.
The Mothman is back!
wolves and whipped cream. The
Ew.
wolf in my tavern. Pounded by produce. Oh,
You are so sexually deprived that you will fuck a fucking vegetable? What the fuck?
what? Are these the books the Nazis burned?
Let's be honest, if that is true, I will be happy to bring them back. Only for this purpose. After that, kill them all again, and in case those books will appear, repeat the circle.
My husband only reads finance and sci-fi books, and so I think it's about time that I introduce him to some real literature.
Sci-fi is very good literature, you fucking bitch. And finance. He's reading finance to make sure you will read some shit.
So the first book that I would like to introduce you to is called Morning Glory Milking Farm. And it's not a normal milking farm like with cows. What it is it's big, bulky minotaurs, and it's a special type of milking.
See,
What
honey,
the
she's his
fuck?
stepsister, and she got stuck in the washer machine again. Women on TikTok are openly, proudly talking about the porn they consume and getting mad at people when they make fun of it. I hereby ban men from reacting to romantasy on TikTok. Best-selling romantasy books like A Court of Thorns and Roses and The Fourth Wing contain descriptions of hot sex. I feel like that's common knowledge, if not their primary purposes. But in recent months, book talk has become full of men clutching their pearls while reacting to steamy scenes from these popular female-centered books. Obviously, this is all a massive performance. We live in the age of OnlyFans. The odds are that these men have seen actual porn that defies the laws of physics and God. Over 90%.
Girl, it's look. Let's be honest. We've all done that. We've been on fucking Deviant Art of the early days, and we have been on Rule 34 very often, and we had sometimes a pyrocynical regime, if I may. But there is a limit to a point. And what you are talking about, it's next level degeneracy, like what the fuck? What the hell, man? Like, the most degenerate fantasy that I could have is a lesbian with a futonary. That's my limit. But this shit. Trump, Donny, please reopen the asylums for fuck's sake. And multiply the amount of asylums at least by 10 to make sure all those clinically insane people will be institutionalized at least. Like, what the fuck? What the hell, man?
Of men between the ages 16 and 73 watch porn in any random month. There's statistically no way all of these guys are shocked by the sex itself. What they are gawking at is sex from the perspective of female desire.
Yes, it is shocking us. It is shocking us because what the fuck is wrong with you to want to be fucked by a minotaur, by a horse, be dominated and make it all so romantic and beautiful. Okay, we just prefer casual, rough sex. Like, we all have a little bit of John Carmack in us, especially as gamers.
Scenes that depict women coming first and frequently, and what they are surprised by is the women they know love these scenes. In one video, a guy declares, "Now I know why women enjoy book clubs and wine," but his astonishment in itself is astonishing. Like, what do you think adult women were into? Not having sex and drinking wine? Grow up. Imagine a group of men sitting around drinking wine, discussing the porn they watch. That is what you guys are essentially doing. It's just funny, okay? Like, it's funny. Are we really going to pretend that a story about a young woman getting a job milking mythical creatures to pay off her student debt is not funny? It's funny. If that makes me a sexist,
it's not like funny or the on the casual funny, it's funny on the what the fuck scale.
Misogynist. You got me. To act like you are so different and above the other Gooners is just, it's silly. I'm sorry, but you are no different than Joe Schmo jorking it to fat booty Latinas in Space 12. You're sitting there all high and mighty, one hand on the book, acting like you're so superior because you can perfectly envision a horse cock spinning 360 degrees in your mind. I'm not impressed. The scenes these men are reading to many people...
What? What the fuck did I just hear? What? What?
Myself included, are insanely sexy, but purely in terms of the acts being described, they aren't all that lurid. And as many of the comments on these videos point out, there's much wilder stuff out there. For example, these men have clearly not yet discovered knotting, a popular term in romantasy right now that involves werewolves whose penises get so swollen after sex they have to stay inside their partners until the swelling subsides. Oh.
What? I'm sorry, but that shit is beyond disgusting.
Oh, honey, that's not a popular trend in romantasy. That's just a thing real dogs do. Oh, you just don't get it. You don't know what knotting is. What are these women reading, bro? What happened to that, like, stupid fucking corny Hallmark thing, going home for Christmas to your hometown and falling in love with the cute farmer boy? What happened to that? We used to make fun of that. We truly did not know what we had until it was gone. Now women out here fantasizing about getting their asses clapped by demons and werewolves and goblins and ghouls. I remember when 50 Shades of Grey came out and people were like, oh my god, this is so crazy. Women are crazy. 50 Shades of Grey looks like missionaries through a bedsheet for the sole purpose of procreation compared to the average woman on TikTok is reading. At least Christian Grey was a human man and not a fucking dog. You fantasize about dating.
Look, I will be honest, I am a media illiterate in this one, but 50 Shades of Grey was probably some, like, sex book, whatever. I don't know, I don't fucking care. Oh, Shadow, look at that. A ban waiter on Twitch. Twice. Whatever.
The quiet, shy, nerdy girl. You know, she's innocent, she's pure, she's not like those other girls, like, going out clubbing and hooking up with random men. No, she's at home, curled up by the fire in a blanket, reading a book, except that book is about f***ing a half-man, half-bull. Let me let you in on a little secret. The quiet, nerdy girl is way more...
I just fucking remembered. I need to find it. There is a fucking song. Oh, found it. Half man, half horse. Like, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck? I think they have also a clip. This is casual romance territory, like, this is just funny, ridiculous stuff. But the shit that women will do, it's next level degeneracy. What the fuck?
More of a freak than the average hoe. Are you kidding me? It's not even close. The average hoe might have a body count of like 15 or so, but the quiet nerdy girl is fantasizing about getting back shots from Cthulhu. That is at least 100 bodies. Now listen, there's nothing in here.
Make it 1,000 considering the size of Cthulhu. Like, really.
Back shots from Cthulhu. That is at least 100 bodies. Now
make it 1,000, really. Because Cthulhu will be equivalent to even more bodies, I will be honest.
Listen, there's nothing inherently wrong with fantasizing, okay? There's nothing wrong with roleplay. You know, fiction is fiction, right?
But sometimes there are fantasies that we should not get into, that we should not think about, that we should not even talk about. There are some. Where the fuck is my cat? sorry. There are some fantasies that we shall never talk about, for fuck's sake. The furries know it better than anyone. Especially the guy named Foxteller. Holy fuck. If you know, you know. If you don't know, don't look into that, really. You don't want to traumatize yourself. This shit is too dangerous for you.
No, you're not actually going to bang your stepsister, right? These women are not actually going to bang a cow. Or at least I hope not. We all know there is a difference between fantasy and reality. Well, what happens when they try to bring fantasy into reality? Well,
what?
You get Sinners and Stardust.
They get what now?
You get Sinners and Stardust.
What in the what in the fuck? Sinner and Stardust. Okay, Triangle Head looks badass here. No doubt in that one.
What in the eyes wide shut is going on here? Sinners and Stardust was supposed to be a dark romance ball for romantasy authors and fans alike. So,
and here I was hoping it's just some cosplay con. My brain is fried.
oh, what's the big deal? Seems like a fun, sexy time, right? Maybe, if you're a woman. If you're a man, the night may have gone a little differently for you. Alright y'all, it appears I have to make a post that I'm frankly pretty goddamn upset I have to make. This post is for the readers who don't understand consent and boundaries only. A lot of you may know my good friend Animus. He's attended a signing of mine in the past and obviously is a musical artist. This past weekend he attended Sinners and Stardust and probably had one of the most heartbreaking experiences. So listen, he's a man, right? But do we think that means it's okay to put your hands all over him without consent? Or to put your hands in his waistband or down his pants or touch his dick? Hello? Do you think it's okay to quite literally back him into a corner and touch all over him to the point that he literally cannot tell how many hands are on him and whose are whose? Do we think it's okay to send him into an actual panic attack because of this?
Oh my
Furthermore, do we think
God.
it's okay to interrogate him and insist he detail how he'd kidnap a woman?
I think this falls into rape category, right?
Despite him repeatedly saying he wouldn't do that and, you know, that shit is fiction, and then attempt to follow him when he tries to get away. And if that wasn't enough, during the time of this mob, him and another author received notification that an air tag was tracking him, which showed on his person all the way to his hotel room.
What? Those women are dangerous. What the hell, man?
They molested this guy until he passed out from anxiety. And then they put a f***ing tracker on him in order to stalk him back to his hotel. This poor guy dressed like a character in one of the romantasy books at this romantasy convention full of women. That is like throwing roast beef into a pit of wolves. Or in this case, throwing a wolf into a pit of roast beef. I remember years ago there was a thing called cosplay is not consent. Basically, it was a campaign to bring attention to the fact that people at conventions would often come up to women dressed in sexy costumes and just grope and grab them without their consent. Yeah, apparently we have to bring that back because these women did not get the memo. I've been a furry for over a decade and attended a lot of fur cons. Sure, sometimes weird shit happens, but honestly, I can't believe the dark romance crowd is out here acting like this. Like, me and my buddies in our fursuits are more respecting of consent and bodily autonomy. Get your shit together, y'all.
Look, you are one of the normal furries, but once again, look up the other Isle of Furries and yeah, you're a very a very rare breed, if I can even say that. Like, once again, look up Foxler, for fuck's sake.
When the furries are calling you out for being freaks, you need to reflect. Something has gone horribly wrong. Not only were the men at this book talk convention assaulted, but women were also assaulted by women. Multiple women, including a performer, reported being assaulted there as well. Even an author there said she was groped and dragged away from her friends and said no matter how many times she said no, quote, My words did nothing. May I remind you, this is a book convention, okay?
What?
For books. Literal BDSM clubs are more respectful than this. There needs to be more studies on how this stuff affects women's brains, because clearly some are unable to tell the difference between fantasy and reality. Ivy Lipton, a doctoral candidate in human sexuality, actually wrote about this for Evie magazine. I don't know what a doctoral candidate in human sexuality is, but she's hot, so I trust her.
Let's pretend I trust her too. Whatever, those boot, like, yeah, she's looking good. What a nice distraction. Whatever.
Your brain on orgasms isn't neutral. Dopamine release during climax is a powerful conditioning agent. What you repeatedly fantasize about becomes necessary for arousal. If your erotic imagination centers around abuse, monstrous violence, and submission to non-human entities, your brain is reprogramming itself to crave just that. It's not empowerment, it's neuroplasticity at its darkest. Scientists, psychologists, and the general public often state that men are visual and women are emotional. When it comes to sex, men can be turned on instantly by a sexual image to spite their mood, and women need to be turned on emotionally to get in the mood. So it stands to reason that porn for men is visual and porn for women is in the mind. I'm not equating porn to smut novels, because one is a video of two people actually having real sex, and the other is, well, just words on paper. I am, however, talking about the effect on the consumer. We know watching porn is bad for the brain. That's been proven and only rejected by Gonners who don't want to give it up. But is reading smut bad? You might say, duh, that's the whole point. Okay, fair enough. So let me rephrase. Is reading smut harmful?
Duh.
Should we shame people for things that are wrong, immoral, or harmful?
Yes.
In my line of work, I've been told many times that shame has no place in sex. But if I use my brain for 2 seconds, it's clear that line of thinking is nonsense. Incest should be shamed, bestiality should be shamed, pedophilia should be shamed.
Yes.
I'm not equating monster smut with these things, but there are 50 shades of gray, so to speak, along the spectrum of harmful.
Monster smut is basically bestiality, right? Like, put 2 and 2 together. Monster smut is bestiality in its finest. Well, finest. In its worst version. What? By your logic, it should be shamed. Or what? Is it not working with something that you like? You like bestiality? That means...
Conditioning your brain and body to associate pleasure with monsters, slavery, or sexual violence is not healthy. Basically, they're cooked. Like, women are cooked. They are frying their brains with this stuff. It's a pipeline, right? It's like the infamous evil alt-right pipeline. You know, you start watching Shoe0nHead, owning the feminists in 2015, and then in 2025, you're hailing Hitler, right? You know, the alt-right pipeline. And this one's like, you're reading Morning Glory Milking Farm, and the next thing you know, you're Mrs. Hands, right? Just say no. Just say no to monster porn. But why is monster smut so popular with women in particular? Like, you rarely see the opposite, and when you do, it's just like a girl with cat ears and fangs, or like a 10-foot-tall dommy-mommy vampire with giant titties. Meanwhile, women are like, I want to f the pollution monster from Fern Gully. So people on giant titties. Meanwhile, women are like, I want to f the pollution monster from Fern Gully. So people on Reddit asked this very question. Let's see the responses. Why do you guys like monster romances? Asking for a friend. Several reasons.
Of course.
1, human men are quite often terrible. Romance...
How is that called? Misandry? Misandrist? Yeah, misandrist woman. How nice.
Books with human men are already partly fantasy, but monsters just takes the fantasy bit further. 2, it's sort of human nature to imagine relationships with paranormal beings and creatures. We've been doing it in literature and art for centuries. It's just gotten a lot more graphic now.
Are you fucking brain dead? What?
Further. 2, it's sort of human nature to imagine relationships with paranormal beings and creatures. We've been doing it in literature and art for centuries. It's just gotten a lot more graphic now. LOL.
Can you give me an example of that? From like the 1950s? For example, from the times of, I don't know, Lord of the Rings, like the 20th century or even before that, or in like, I don't know, the times of the Roman Empire. Can you give me a proper example there's the reading, and I fucked a fucking minotaur. I was fucked by a minotaur, by a horse, by a... no, goats, Muslims are fucking goats all the time, so they are the exception, but they're not really human either, so whatever. Can you give me an example of a human fucking with horses or bulls or fucking cows or fucking chickens? Like, what the hell?
3. Unique body forms / parts and so many different kinds of dicks. Scary, mean, terrifying creature is
Different kinds of dicks, as if the proper human dick wasn't good for you. Like, no. Sadly, I've seen what a horse dick looks like, according to artists. What the hell?
Is sweet to her, kind, takes care of her, protects her, works hard to be gentle, etc.
Seriously? Seriously? My brain is over. It's so over for women.
Sweet to her, kind, takes care of her, protects her, works hard to be gentle, etc.
What about the reverse? Ah, no. Many fantasies are cat girls, and sometimes dummy mommy that can be nice to him. But that's our limits. Like we will keep the human body of a woman anyway because we love the woman's body, mature woman's body. Fucking important to point that out. We love mommy body. We love dummy mommies. Very, very important distinction.
Maximal escapism, minimal association to real-life assholes, the patriarchy, misogyny, and oppression of women, etc., etc. Because the monsters are less dangerous than dating actual men. As a fat woman of color, modern, contemporary, and even fantasy romances are hard to click to because they are almost always about thin white women and just too realistic, and romance in real life is not always attainable for fat women / women of color. In monster alien romance, though, my size doesn't matter, and it's easier to get into that headspace and enjoy it. I'm sick of the men on Earth and looking for some variety. Non-humans haven't betrayed and hurt me, so they feel like a safe haven, if that makes sense. Plus the unusual dick. Monsters have big, fun-shaped cocks. I love some bizarre peen. Unique genitalia.
What?
I don't know what I was expecting, honestly. A lot of women's smut, especially monster smut, is about submission, domination, forced breeding, non-consensual consent. The women are like conquered and taken and overpowered by these monsters. And I think many of these women are reading these books containing monsters and not men because masculinity and dominance in men has been completely demonized in modern society. But the truth is, many women still crave it. You see, the monsters in these stories have those, like, dominant masculine traits that women like so much, but they're not human men. They have all these traits women desire without the problematic baggage human men bring.
So basically, they just want men with extra steps. That's all that they want. They just want a proper good man, like a proper strong male, human male, but...
being the men they hate or have been told to hate. It is the perfect guilt-free slop. But they don't just want a wild dominant man. They want to tame a wild dominant man. Similar to when a man sees an art hoe with a nose ring, you can save her from her daddy issues. You can do it. It definitely won't backfire and ruin your life. Go for it. Go talk to her.
Yeah, my dad had that experience. Yeah, he will never do that again.
With many women, there's this desire for, like, danger and aggression, but also the desire to tame that danger and aggression. The desire to be that special woman who can melt his heart. You see, my dragon boyfriend could rip me to shreds and kill me instantly, but he won't because he's nice and he loves me. But honestly, at the end of the day, just like the video I made about the anime girl in a wheelchair where men were saying, this is the average male fantasy, and a bunch of women were like, you wanna rape a disabled girl? When in reality, it was just a distilled manifestation of the average male fantasy, which is to protect and provide for a sweet woman and save her. This is like basically the flip of that, right? This is just the distilled manifestation of the female fantasy. Men are seeing this and they're saying, what do you mean you want to milk a minotaur? When in reality, it's just to have a big, strong protector and provider swoop you up and save you. And like I said in that video, they're basically both the same fantasy. This is a tale as old as time.
But the way they illustrate it is so fucked up, like... It's fucking terrible.
Princess being saved from the dragon by a knight in shining armor, whether the dragon be a wheelchair or student loans, you know? But in this case, the woman is being f***ed by the dragon and the knight sits in the corner and watches or something, I don't know. Maybe it's not that deep. There are some hungers better starved than fed. And maybe as women, for the sake of society, we have to starve our hunger for minotaur p***ness.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, that's the moral of this video.
There is no fucking moral.
So what do you guys think?
It's just degenerate. Cute. Just cute.
What is your theory? Why is the monster romance genre so popular with women in particular? And who is your weirdest hear me out? Be honest. I don't want to hear no Lola Bunny, okay? You all know mine already.
You serious? What would be my wildest hear me out? I don't have any. I really don't have any wild ones. Like Fleur de Lis, it's Fleur de Lis, it's the epitome of my hear me out, and this is like big, beautiful, huge boob mommy, but that's it. That's my limit. Like, sure, she has the horn, and in theory, if she gets pissed, she will stuck that horn deep in your ass. But fucking, it's still way too soft in comparison to women. Like, what the fuck?
It's not that he's a fish, okay? He has an energy, okay? He has a vibe. You know what? Never mind. And
yeah, he almost killed the kid.
I will see you guys again really soon with a new video. Bye!
Sweet mother of nature, what the hell are women made out of? God, there's blooper.
I love how the f***ing bowl man is a progressive, by the way. He's a feminist. He voted for Hillary. He would have voted for Obama 3 times if he could.
Anywho, let's go to the comment section. Oh, decoy. What a terrible day to be literate. Indeed, decoy. Bigfoot is hiding for a reason, apparently. Oh my god. That poor Bigfoot. What the hell women would do to him? When they said to choose the bear, they weren't joking at all. Yeah, now it all makes sense. Step 1. Demonize normal men. Step 2. Lust over actual demons. Lust over Lucifer. Great. Just be a jacked minotaur, bro. Like, is it that difficult? Like, just rip off your head, replace it with that of a bull, bam, minotaur. Oh, you will also have a brain of a minotaur, so you will be fucking with me all week. With no breaks. No, honey, I swear, I am making a video about it. It's not for me to actually read. Oh my god. Yeah, by the way, Shu, what the hell? You have a lot of explanations to do. You have exposed all of us to it. You are the one to expose all of us. Why did you do it? Like, why the hell are you concentrating there? My goodness. Anywho, I guess that's it for the reaction. Thank you. Oh my god, I need to go to the toilet quick. If you like this video and want to see more of it, please subscribe to the channel. It will give me a lot of emotional support. And if you can, please visit my streams every Monday, Wednesday and Friday. Maybe even Saturday. Depending on my mood. I am trying to hit affiliate on Twitch and I need only 3 average active viewers on stream. Please do me a present for Christmas. Please.